Hello, y'all. How we doing today? I just want to share a little bit, my experience. First, I want to just say Psalms 107:1 says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever." Um, I went to. I really struggled with this because, as some of y'all know, my puppy passed away. I had to put him down. And so the other two dogs, I guess because the weather changed, they started coughing and I guess a sneezing, and I can hear the congestion in them. One of them had was healed from what was it? Pneumonia, and And so today I really struggled with this because the place where their records at, all of the dogs go to the same place. So I had to go back to the place where I put my puppy to sleep. I think it was this month. I can't remember the exact date. I think it was this month. And I really struggle with it, y'all, because I'm like, man, I don't want to feel that hurt, that pain of, and be reminded that I no longer have this puppy with me. And I really struggle with it. And during my time of meditating and praying, the thought is, you can't leave these dogs not feel good and you don't go and take them to see the vet. So, y'all, all of the strength, thank God for strength. I went ahead and loaded them up. I'm like, man, this is like having twins. Because before, I didn't have to take all three dogs. I would take one at a time and two would stay home. Well, since there's two, they never been left alone. So that means the girl needed to go too. So I said, you know what, let me just do it. So I load up the car. You can see in the back our little new gadget I have. And put the dogs in and took them to the vet. And oh my goodness, that was hard work. Oh, mothers that have twins, oh my God. But getting back to it, we really have to be careful because sometimes we can let fear or we can let things get in the way of us doing what we know that we're supposed to do. And then to top it off, I had this bad dream about the puppy. And so that made me like, man, do I want to do this? And then I'm looking at these poor puppies like, we just not feeling good, Mama. You got to do something. So by the grace of God, I was able to get everything together, put them in the car, take them to the vet, try to get them in the vet. Finally, somebody came to help with the two dogs. And we got our little prescription and got all of our instructions, what to do. And as I was sitting there waiting for my turn, the lady had her little puppy and had his little, her little pamper on her. And so finally the lady said, I'm fixing to put my dog to sleep. I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm like, ma'am, I am so sorry. I said, I know how you feel because I just went through that. And I mean, for 7 days, I was sick. I just couldn't eat. And I wind up eating toast and boiled eggs. That was the only thing I could think that I needed to eat something because I can tell my body was getting weak. And I didn't want to get weak and get sick. And so, oh, my heart went out to that lady and the tears just started rolling down all over again. I'm like, oh my God, Lord, help me to be able to stay focused on doing what I come here to do, not to feel. And I felt her pain. And she said, I don't want to. She said, but she's old and she's going blind and she can't hear good. And she was naming some of the things that was going on with her puppy. And my heart just went out to her. And I'm like, ma'am, I am so sorry. I know how you feel because I just went through that with my puppy. So I know how she felt, And all I can tell is, ma'am, I'm praying for you because oh man, That is, if you never lost a puppy, you can't understand what I'm saying. But if you have, you know what I'm saying. How that just grab your heart. And, because for us widows, I mean, these are our little children, because we don't have no kids. 9 out of 10, an older woman won't have kids in the house, but she will have puppies in the house, or a puppy. And I told my daughter, when these are gone, I can't do this. My heart can't take this. So just sitting there and just watching her, and she's in tears, I'm in tears, and and then the lady said, ask her, about, it's time, to take your puppy in the room, and they would do the procedure and stuff. And like I told her, I said, well, ma'am, I couldn't do it. I couldn't go through it. I just couldn't do it. But anyway, I know that if it wasn't for God's strength, I wouldn't have been able to take these dogs to the vet today. And I would have let fear turn me away, the negative thoughts turn me away from doing it. And so I do have a reason to thank God that I was able to do it. And just like I'm going through it, somebody else going through the same thing. And like I said, even with some of the videos, it may not, I'm so used to looking ahead. This may not help you, but I guarantee you it may be for one person out there need to hear what I'm saying. And for that one person, let me tell you, God will give you strength if you ask. And sometimes you don't even have to ask. He knows what you need, and He will provide your need. And so that was my experience at the vet today. And so I just want to encourage you that no matter what we're going through, how much it hurts, that God is always there, because He created the heart. He knows the heart. He know what you can take. He know what I can take. And He is gracious. And like the scripture says, that His love endures forever. So you know what? No matter what we're going through, God still loves us. And the Holy Spirit comforts us. And because of Jesus died for us, guess what? We are sealed with His love. And no matter what it is and how hard it may seem. And then another exciting thing happened during this for me was the dream that I had. The Lord gave me the interpretation. So I'm excited about that. Because, when it comes down to your puppies, and like I said, your puppies like your children. And those that have puppies know just what I'm talking about. And so I am so glad, because then I was able to take care of my puppy's need, and I was able to stay focused. Because let me tell you, since my son was murdered, I mean, it don't take much for tears to come. I don't know where. I mean, at one time I was hard. I didn't cry. But now my heart is very sensitive. And I realize that God made it that way, because that way I can relate to people that I meet. Other than that, if I didn't have a dog and that lady was telling me, or if my dog wouldn't have passed, I would have been like, oh, okay, but I could feel her pain. And I know where she was, because I was the same day. I had to walk into that room and give over my puppy that I've been having for 15 years, So whoever's out there, be encouraged. You're not alone. And we're going to be okay. God is going to help us. Because let me tell you, He loves the widows. He loves us. There's a special place in His heart for us. So again, y'all, be encouraged. And like I said, from time to time, when I do experience whatever, I will share, especially if I feel that the Lord is leading me. There's a message in it for somebody. So again, give thanks to the Lord, y'all, because He is good. He woke us up this morning, clothed us in our right mind. We was able to dress ourselves. We didn't have nobody to help us. We have our limbs. We have everything, and we ought to be grateful. And if we don't, we still ought to be grateful, because God didn't even have to wake us up this morning. but he did. And that love that he have, it's forever. We don't have to worry about that passing away, because his love will never pass away for us. Again, y'all, be encouraged. And y'all puppy lovers, hang on in there with your puppies. And one thing, I have to remember that puppies pass too. So I have to, keep that in my mind, that the other ones eventually is going to get old and pass if I don't do it before them. So again, y'all, be encouraged, and remember, you're not alone. God is with you all the way, always, 24/7. Whatever you need, ask. We have not because we ask not. Again, if you don't know the Lord, this is a perfect opportunity, because you're going to need him to live, and you're going to need him to die. And then being a widow, you need him even more, because you don't have that physical husband, but he can send people to help you. And so be encouraged, enjoy this beautiful day. It's 69 degrees where I'm at. And may God bless you. I love y'all. Hang on in there. You're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I know, because God's promise is going to get me through. And if it's getting me through, I'm going to share it. And it's going to get you through too. I promise that. And God is true to his word, y'all. And that's how I make it. I don't know about nobody else, but this is how I make it with my relationship with the Lord. Because once my husband left, it left this void that only God could fill. Another man couldn't fill it. That's why I don't look for another man. I don't need that, because God can fill all of the void that's in my life, and he can give me a reason to push on, to move on, to do the right things, to love people, to show his love toward people. Even though I'm hurting and sad, you'll never know, because 9 out of 10, it won't show, because there's a time and a place for everything. So again, y'all, see y'all later next time. Okay, God bless you. Miss Widow, I love you. God love you even more. And again, until next time, God bless you. Oh, and always don't forget to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. We got to take care of ourselves. Okay, again, bye. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.